it seems like in general we keep the New Testament for deep study, and then the Old Testament or the Hebrew Bible is mainly for cherry picking and like stories here and there, but we never really tend to study it in like a very narrative sense or even really in a theological sense, because again, we don't really admit it, but I do think that a lot of churches do have the underlying, the Hebrew Bible is outdated, the Old Testament.
Yeah.
And so it's like the underlying then conclusion is, well, we don't need to go there for theology because we have the New Testament for that. But the reality is it's the same, like it's the same story, same God, and so you need to go to the Torah for theology as well. But I think that there is an underlying, but we don't talk about it.
Yeah, people just kind of dismiss it. A lot of times I joke that the New Testament is the answer key and the Old Testament is the workbook. And we're doing people a disservice whenever we jump straight to the answer key. Like, the more I've talked about it, the less of a joke I really find that to be. We shouldn't just jump to the end. But unfortunately, that is what we do in our churches, right? We do a lot of deep dives into Ephesians and Philippians and James. But you can't understand any of those if you don't understand the Hebrew Bible.
Yeah.
And so often, people will just be like, oh, well, Paul is quoting this verse right here, but then we won't explain the context behind that verse. And so they're missing out on a lot of the depth in the New Testament.